Okay, so for the gallery helper, we're going to change just a few things around so that this is gallery-submit. This is going to be profile image. Or sorry, gallery image instead of profile image. And we are not going to need this one. Because we're not going to be putting someone's username in there. And then what else? Keep scrolling. We're going to create a new folder now. So just click like somewhere in like the bottom of this pane right here so that the blue borders the entire workspace here. And we're going to add a new folder. And that one is just going to be called gallery. So this location for right here for the destination is going to be gallery. This is going to be admin for all of these instead of profile because this is all going to be done from the admin page. And we're still going to need the database handler. We probably don't need to start a session. This is going to be gallery right here. And this is going to be pick path instead. This uname is probably going to be the title. And we're going to have to grab a few other things to make that just right. So this is going to be, admin. Admin, don't forget to change those. One sec. All right, and then the last few things, we're actually just going to put them up here, and then we'll basically just put them all in one big SQL statement towards the bottom. We're going to use some of those placeholders for this as well, and we're going to do some prepared statements because we don't want someone being able to execute any SQL injections. So our title is going to be from our post variable. And in here, this is going to be the title. Remember to just open up the admin page, wherever it is. I'm going to open it to the side. So the way I do that is I just right click on this and I open to the side right there. All right, so this guy right here is going to be title, and then we also need the description on this one. And again, I'm going to be lazy and just copy and paste. Go away. This post variable right here from above, and instead of title, it's going to be descript. And let's see. So we got the description right here, which, I'm just gonna make that descript for the text area right there for the name so that it matches this one right here. I could have just made this one description, but whatever. Either way, let's see. Got the file, got the text for the name, the PID gets automatically updated, the upload date gets automatically changed, and we have the bio. Great. So now, It's going to go down here. This can go away for the admin. This is actually going to be an insert right here because it doesn't. We don't automatically generate it when we get a new user. That's why we used the update function before, because when a user signs up, they automatically get a record in the profiles table. In this case, we don't have that. We're going to be adding them manually. Insert gallery. And then insert into gallery. In parentheses, we're going to have the title, the descript, and the pick path. All right, and the values for this. Oops. Values. And it doesn't actually need to be all uppercase. This just helps me keep track. Are going to be 3 of these question mark placeholders separated by commas. And I'm going to copy and paste this. All right. That should be good. Because we're going to be doing a prepared statement, we're going to make ourselves a statement. And that's going to be my SQLi underscore init, underscore STMT underscore init. And we're going to make a connection. We're going to do, I'm going to delete that, that query right there. We're going to do one of our prepared statement checks, which I'm just going to copy and paste, pretty much because I am lazy. I'm going to just copy this from login. Statement, SQL, yep, that works. And if that's the case, we could actually boot them out to login. That would be fun. But because during debugging, this may be a real pain, we're just going to leave that like that. And we're going to close out that parenthesis for the else. Or sorry, that curly brace for the else. And then actually I'm going to go back to the sign up helper for that. And we're just going to copy and paste these guys right here. These my SQLi statement bind params and executes in the store results. And we're going to make a few modifications to this. So I'm going to pretty much delete 2 of these S's and all of these after the single comma right there. I'm going to get the title, because the first one's for the title in our SQL statement right here. The next one's going to be our description, and then the last one is going to be our destination. And yeah, and then the last step is going to be right there. Gallery upload success. All right, and that should give us our admin page. It's not going to be in our header, so I'm just going to add a link to that in here, right here. Just going to copy and paste one of these list items right here in this if part right here. So assuming someone's logged in, there we go. All right, and then instead of profile.php, this is going to be admin.php, and this is going to be admin. We already have a link to our gallery, or at least I do. If you don't, I would recommend adding it because it's going to be a pain in the butt if you don't when you go and check the gallery. When we get to that in the next video. All right, cool. You're going to have to log in. So just reload that. 1, 2, 3 for me. 1, 2, 3. Great. Okay, now as you can see, I've got this admin link right here. I'm going to go there. That's fine. I don't actually care that this is not formatted exactly the way I would have it. I would normally want to have some extra spaces and stuff on here. Just check that you can upload. The title for this is just going to be test 1. The description is going to be test 1 descript and upload. And I got a success. If you didn't, make sure to again go back through in here, pull up one of those terminals, and for the output, go to the PHP server. And remember, 200s are good, 400s are bad, meaning something can't be found. 300 is a redirect error, so we don't have there's some error with that. I don't think it's actually causing an error though. Anyway, so that works fine. Go back here. We're going to check to make sure that it's actually, in fact, in our PHP my admin CS30 lab. Let's go in our gallery. So why don't I have anything in there then? Back to our admin.php page. Figure out why this is not doing that. Includes gallery dash helper. .php. Okay, so I took a minute and I found my error, and it turns out that I need to go into the gallery table in my phpMyAdmin, and I need to adjust the structure of the ratings field so that its default is null. And the way that I found that out is I went and I tried to use this insert tab, and I just put in some random stuff. This basically has the same effect of doing what we do programmatically. It's not actually going to be able to tell for the pick path for this one, so this doesn't matter, and I'm going to delete it anyway. So if the rating is not null by default, and I try and go like that, you'll get this error. And that's what was happening. That was probably that 302 error that I kept seeing in the gallery helper. If I go back, yeah, that's weird. I don't know why that 302 is still there. Anyway, okay, so that's why this is an issue right here. So if we allow it to be null, it's gonna be fine. So there's two ways to do it. You can either set a rating value to be null and then use that in the SQL statement, or you could just do it by default right in here and just change like under the structure tab right here. So if you're in the CS230 database, you go in the gallery table. I'm gonna just empty that out. We're gonna change the structure right here in the structure tab. We're going to change this rating row right here, and we're going to set the default to be null. So that's just this default drop down right here, and we're going to save that, going over to the right hand side here. And now when we go and upload, we do get the same success message because everything else is good. However, in here, when we browse, we actually see the result, and there is our newly formatted guy right there. And as you can see, there's the timestamped upload date. So that takes us through our gallery upload helper and the admin page. The last thing is to actually make the gallery.php page. So I'm just gonna kind of condense some of these things down. So we have all of these pictures right in here. You may want to delete some of the earlier ones. I'm actually just going to do that now before we start the next section. I'm going to delete all of these. And that's in my images folder. Oops. No, go away, Firefox. I'm going to go in my phpMyAdmin. I'm going to just empty out my gallery. And I'm going to add like 3 photos. Gonna definitely want to format this in a little bit. Okay, so now if I go in here and I refresh this, I got those 3 photos. And for our next one, we're going to actually show you how to display those using a while loop. And that while loop is actually going to be in the gallery.php page.